All right, Grover Cleveland, it is time for another drawing tutorial. This is another request from a third grade student. We're going to do a superhero named Iron Man. And I'm going to start with a pencil so I can do the guidelines lightly, set his face up. We're just going to focus on the head. And I'm going to start with a long oval. So you can see I'm sketching it very lightly. I'll sketch it a little darker than I would, so you can see it. But you can see I have lines that aren't going anywhere, and I'm not worried about that because I'm drawing lightly. And you'll also notice that Iron Man's head is pretty long. It's pretty long compared to a regular head. And we want to use that to our advantage. He's got a long head. All right. I think that's pretty good. We got a long oval here. Now I'm going to put a straight line down the middle, the guideline. That cuts his face in half. And his eyebrow line, usually, as you guys know, if you remember back from our portraits, the eyebrow line would go across the middle here, horizontally. But with Iron Man, it goes a little bit lower, and it goes at a curve, almost like a smile. So we're going to do it a little bit lower, and we're going to curve it. Okay, see, that's on a curve. And the mouth is very close to the bottom of the face. It's like down here. Usually for a mouth for a real person, it would be about here. And the eyes would be more like here. But for Iron Man, it's down here. And it's more of a curve this way. It's more like a frown. Actually, I want it even lower. I want it down here. Very low. This guy's pouty pants, isn't he? Look at him. This guy's got a bad attitude. All right. Now I can put my pencil aside. We have our guidelines. And I'll get my pen. If you're still using a pencil, that's totally cool. You can just start pressing darker as you feel like you have the parts that you want in it. I'm going to start by bringing in this line again. Mine's a little lopsided here. It goes up a little too high there, so I'm going to try to fix that. So here's his eyebrow. It swoops up. And we're going to draw nice and slow. Okay, and I can see my mouth is a little crooked here, so I'm going to, you know what, I'm not going to worry about my mouth quite yet. Let's put in the head. So I'm just going to trace this around. I'm just going to kind of choose my guidelines that I think best sort of describe this oval. Let me see, I'm really taking my time. And we'll go to about the cheek line here, the cheekbone, right? So I'm going a little bit further than the eyes, but I'm not going all the way down because we're going to cut in here. So bring this one around as well. And I'll try to make it symmetrical so both sides are the same. That's about right. Okay. Now, we want to bring this down straight to about here. We're going to start using straight lines because obviously Iron Man has a lot of robotics. There's a lot of straight lines and angles. Straight line here and stop, because we're going to have a straight draw line down here. Draw line. Straight and stop. Same spot, symmetrical. All right, straight line. Straight line. And then straight across the bottom here. Very good. That looks pretty good. And the mouth is going to be a straight line as well, with two diagonal lines on each side. Mine's a little lopsided too, that's okay. Can't be totally perfect. Now we want to get some cheekbones here and here. So the eyes will be here. So the cheek starts about here. I'm going to bring a diagonal line in like that, and then I'm going to go straight down, but at a little bit of a diagonal. So I have a straight line here and a straight line coming in a little bit, and it connects to that mouth. Like that. We'll do the same thing over here. Straight in, and straight line, a little bit diagonal towards the end of that mouth. Okay. Now let's focus on the eyes here. His eyes are also straight lines. We have a straight line that you'll notice is a little bit diagonal towards the center of the face. We'll try to do the same thing here. And it's going to kind of mimic this line. It's going to come around this way. But as it goes, it's going to get closer to this line. So the eye will be wider here than it is here. See that? Then we can move it up. We'll try the same thing here. Straight across. Try to make them the same. Okay. All right. He's looking okay. And then he has these ear compartments over here and here. So I'll put two little lines here. Bring it down to about here, about where the cheekbone starts, and do the same thing over here. Oops, it's a little bit more crooked. And here. All right, now let's focus on the head thing. He has a yellow face, but then the edges are red, right? So, see, we're gonna use this guideline here, and I'm gonna do a straight line across, right where the middle guideline is, and then trying to keep it symmetrical, trying to keep it the same on both sides. I'm going to kind of curve it up this way and up this way, but I'm not going all the way to the top of the head. I'm going close. Curve and curve. Stop there, and then we can wrap this line down to here. We're going to mimic the curve of the oval of the head. Like that. We'll do the same thing over here. Okay. And that's pretty much it with Iron Man. So I wish I had some colors, but I don't. We could add a neck if we start at the bottom of this and this and just come straight down. He's very muscular, so he's got very strong neck. So you see these go about as far as the bottom of his chin, and then we can have it come out for his shoulders you're starting to see. Okay? This part, all of this would be red. So the part I'm shading in right now would be the red part if you have colors. All of this would be red. This would be red as well. And even, you know what, on his chin he's got some red as well, kind of wrapping around the chin. Almost like a football helmet. A little strip there. And that is our Iron Man. So, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a little tricky because everything's perfect geometric shapes. It's all straight lines and symmetrical. So it's not the easiest thing to draw. But I'm excited to see what you guys did with it. I hope you had fun with it. All right, everybody. Have a great day. I can't wait to see them in our next class. Bye-bye.